Yeah, the young fellow was involved in an explosion on the job. Yeah. No, take a minute. Subscribe to my channel, please. It's free. And like it too, please. I need some subscribers and some likes. All right? So, anyways, we had this little truck. It was a nice little truck. Beautiful color. And this young fella from the country came in. And he said, I've been looking for a truck like this for a long time. He said, that's it. I want to buy it. Here's my banking information. I'll pick it. You have to deliver it to my job. It's only about 45 minutes away from the city. And I'll sign the papers. I have to work. I can't. Meet me at lunch hour. Send the salesman. Okay, so we sent the salesman up at lunch hour, and they asked for him. And they said he was in an explosion. And they took an ambulance to the hospital. And they said, what hospital? And they told him. And the salesman called me, and he said, tell me what happened. I said, what are you going to do? He said, well, he owns that truck, but I don't know how bad he is. So we decided, salesman and the guy trailing him to take him home, would go to the hospital and find out. So they walked in to the hospital, and everybody at the hospital thought they were special or something. You know, maybe it was just shirts and ties and stuff. I don't know, but they treated them real nice, and they thought he was there to see the kid in the explosion. So they just walked right into them, found him in bed, and there he was, and both his hands were completely wrapped in gauze, and they were all burnt, and he had some other burns, but he said, you got my truck? And they said, yes. He said, wonderful, I get away home. He said, they're letting me out of here in a couple hours. He said, I'll sign the papers right now, and he signed the papers, and, you know, they stuck the pen in between the gauze, and so he could sign the papers, and they came back, and he was so happy they continued, you know, they found him at the hospital. Anyways, great story, folks, it really is. Subscribe!